Good morning, students. So today we are here to discuss about our next topic, that is triangle. Triangle, as we know, the basic 3D figure you learned in your second, third, fourth classes. Okay, but now in this chapter, what is the difference? Whatever you learned in your previous classes, or now you are learning in class 9. So this time we will learn different properties of triangle, including its application to find our solution, to find our questions, and to prove our theorems. Whatever theorem or result we learned till now, like this, now that result we'll learn by proving them. So first, if we start this introduction of triangle topic, so what does it says? We know that a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called a triangle, where tri means three. A triangle has three sides, three angles, and three vertices or vertices. For example, in triangle ABC, you can see this triangle ABC, AB, BC, CA. These are three intersecting lines. Some of you might think कि ma'am, they are not intersecting, they are touching. तो बच्चे, if we will just produce them, they will become intersecting lines. Okay, so they will be called as कि like AB and AC are intersecting at A. AB and BC are intersecting at B. AC and BC are intersecting at C. So angle A, angle B, angle C, they are called three angles, and ABC are three vertices or vertices, whatever. Okay, let's move to next slide. Objective in this lesson. First objective of this video is define the congruence of triangle. Second is state the criteria for the congruence of two triangles. That is very much important. Third is some properties of a triangle, which we will be using or just applying them throughout our all classes, either 9, 10, 11, 12, in all classes you will be using these properties at frequent. Fourth is inequality in a triangle. Although बच्चे this topic 4 is deleted for this session 2020 and 21, but still I have made this PPT so that those who want just an idea, because this result will be using in class 10th. Although these questions will not be given in your paper, but still you must be having knowledge for this inequality in a triangle. Yes. Now next is defining the congruence of triangle. That means how can we say two triangles are congruent? Just for recapitulating, what did you discuss in your previous classes when you talked about congruent figures? Yeah, congruency of figures. That time your teacher must have told you figures that overlap each other. That means each part of one figure is touching the corresponding part of the another figure. Like when you are placing one 5 rupee coin to another 5 rupee coin, then both of them will be called as congruent. Or 1 rupee coin to another 1 rupee coin. But again, condition is you will rupees 1 coin and rupees 5 coin, they both are not congruent to each other. But separately, if we see rupees 1 coin with another rupees 1 coin is congruent, same rupees 5 with another rupees 5 coin is congruent. So that time we discussed about congruency of figures. But now in particular we will learn congruency of triangles. Let's see now what is this slide saying. Let us take triangle ABC and triangle XYZ. This is triangle ABC, this is triangle XYZ, such that corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal. What does corresponding sides? बच्चे just see, I am writing the triangle name ABC. If I am writing triangle name as ABC, so its first angle must be equal to this one first. Okay, that is angle A must be equals to angle X. Angle B will be equals to angle X. Angle C will be equals to angle Z. Okay, similarly we will do corresponding sides, like AB will be equals to XY. Clear? BC okay, BC will be equals to this, BC will be equals to YZ, and this AC will be equals to XZ. Clear? Same thing I have written here, angle A is equals to, so they are called corresponding angles. That means you can't say angle A is equals to angle Y or angle Z. Even though they are congruent, still you will say only angle A will be equals to as angle X, angle B will be equals to as angle Y, angle C will be equals to angle Z. Clear? Now we see that sides of triangle ABC coincides with sides of triangle XYZ. That means if we have learned in previous slide कि angle A is equals to angle X, angle B is equals to angle Y, angle C is equals to angle Z, as well as side AB is equals to side XY, side BC is equals to side YZ, and AC is equals to XZ. If these all the conditions are fulfilled, we'll say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. Two triangles are congruent if all the sides and all the angles of one triangle are equals to the corresponding sides and the angles of the other triangle. Hopefully it's clear to everyone. Next, this also means that A corresponds to X, B corresponds to Y, C corresponds to Z. For any two congruent triangles, the corresponding parts are equal and are termed as CPCT. What does it mean? Corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Throughout the chapter, this term you will be using mostly in each question. CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now, these many 5 criteria are there which we will be using for proving a two triangle congruent. First is SAS. Now what is SAS? Side angle side congruence. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included one. You have to highlight this included word. Included angles of one triangle are equals to the two sides and the included angle of other triangle. These all criteria will be I will be explaining one by one. I am just telling in just nutshell कि what all are 5 criteria. So first is SAS, second is ASA, angle side angle, third is AAS, angle side, fourth is SSS, side, and fifth is RHS, right angle hypotenuse side congruence. Clear? Now first criteria, very important criteria, SAS congruence, side angle side congruence. You can easily see बच्चे in these two figures, if one slash is just put on this AC and PR, it means side AC is equals to PR. Here something wrong is written, बच्चे, just take care. Then BC, double slash is there, so BC is equals to QR. Okay. Then angle C is equals to angle R. Side 1, side 2, side 3. So here I have written by mistake. This is not PQ, this is PR. Okay, bache? PR. So I can say these two triangles are congruent. But as I said, they are included. It means what? If the same triangles and same two sides are equal, but by chance this angle is not equal, angle B and angle Q are equal by chance. So then these triangles will not be congruent. Would not be congruent. Can be or cannot be. But we can't say these triangles are congruent because these angles are not included in between the same sides. So the condition is our angle must be included between the same side. Then this criteria will be called as SAS congruent, and we write triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Wait बच्चे, wait, फिर naming will be changed. So if this is instead of here, you just do here Q and here R. Then things will be sorted out. AC is equals to PQ, fine. C is equals to R. Again this slide is just made, I made this slide wrong. Now here do Q. While typing I done this mistake, so ठीक है. Angle C is equals to angle Q, and third is BC is equals to QR. Fine bete, now it's fine. Now ASA congruence. ASA, as the name is suggesting, angle side angle. You can see this side is highlighted, AC and DF, so that means these are equal. So angle 1, that is angle A, is equals to angle D. Side AC and DF, ठीक बेटे, and angle C is equals to angle F. These all three criteria are written here. We'll write like this only, and then we'll see triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by ASA congruence. Now our next type of congruence is AAS. This is very much similar to previous one. It means, just I will say, if by chance my this side, included side, is not equal, you can see my another side is equal, then also my triangles are congruent. Clear? SSS congruence, as the name is suggesting, here all three sides are equal, corresponding sides. Triangle ABC is equals to triangle PQR, congruence है. So AB is equals to PQ, you can see BCQR and CARP. So these two triangles are congruent by SSS congruence. Then RHS congruence. RHS congruence says right angle. That means both of triangle are having right angle. This, ठीक है, ABC and DF both are of 90 degree. Hypotenuse of both triangles are equal, AC and DF. ठीक, and then one side, it could be this one or it could be this one, AB and DE. Any one pair of side will be equal, then it comes under RHS congruence. Clear? Now properties of triangle. This is theorem, we'll prove in class. What does it says? A triangle in which two sides are equal in length is called isosceles triangle. So triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB equals to BC. Then opposite angles of these two equal sides will be also equal. Okay, this theorem I will prove in class, but right now just listen. Angle opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. Okay, so that means if side AB and AC were equal, then angle B and angle C will be also equal. Now inequality in a triangle. This you can go through by yourself because this topic is deleted this time. Now whatever summary I have told, whatever things I have told you, this here I have written in summary. You must have to read it, learn it, and then use it while doing question. Okay? Thank you very much, class.